over 20 years. One of the greatest strengths of this high school, as great as any high school in the country, is the community we have here. We include everyone, we welcome everyone, and we encourage everyone. And no group is more important, more critical, or more directed towards that goal than Best Buddies, the group of students you see on the stage in front of you. Best Buddies is a group that pairs students together, neurotypical and intellectually and developmentally disabled students, as friends, as partners, as colleagues in this process at Nauset Regional High School. So I would encourage all of you to put your phones in your pockets until you are told to do otherwise, and listen very closely to the series of videos and the presentations you'll hear. No one on this campus is better at presenting what our culture is all about than these people here. So a little round of applause.
Hi everyone, I'm Corinne Monger. I am the president of Best Buddies, and Tiffany, raise your hand. She's our buddy director, and Olivia is one of our buddies, and Ben is our vice president, and we will all be talking a little bit later. But first we have a few videos to show you that Ben is going to introduce.
So the first video you'll see this morning highlights the importance of one-to-one friendships at Nauset and at all schools. You'll see in the video the difference in Amber's life after she got involved with Best Buddies and what she matched with Allie.
Hey Amber, breakfast is ready.
Yes, she can go bowling on Friday. Yes, of course. Thank you, Allie. And tell Amber I love her.
The next video you'll see shows exactly what a perfect one-to-one friendship looks like in a high school setting. Madeline and Zach are high school students from Indiana who have been matched since their freshman year.
Before Best Buddies, Zach had friends, but they'd always be within the, special needs classroom. He didn't really have very many genuine friends outside of that. But when he came to high school and he really got actively involved with Best Buddies, he really started to find genuine friends that he could hang out with, and he's obviously formed a really special connection. Madeline Fletcher.
He did not want to go to high school, but once he got there, and I mean, really started getting involved with Best Buddies, and he and Madeline just connected.
I see her normally before school and during lunches, during passing periods, and I sometimes go to her locker, and if she's like having a bad day, like I'll call her or text her to see, if everything's going okay for her.
We've been matched all 4 years of high school. I'm basically his sister, and he's my brother. I mean, we fight like brother and sister, we get along like brother and sister, we love each other like that. He comes to our family events, our 4th of July picnic, he's right here in the picture with all the other cousins. I think everyone knows that Madeline and Zach go together, and you don't get one without the other.
We usually hang out on the weekends. We usually play Wii at her house. We watch movies.
He is such a personable guy and wants to talk to everyone. He doesn't judge anyone. Once he wants something, he will not give up. He is the cheer manager, the track manager, basketball manager. He is Best Buddies buddy director. He is involved in Riley Dance Marathon. He's in student council. I mean, he just loves being involved in everything. I can't even imagine my high school career without him, to be honest. I mean, I think that I would be a lot less happy.
Madeline really kind of has that special quality of that she really wants to invest time in this friendship.
She treats him just like she would anyone. She doesn't let him get away with things just because he has autism. She holds him to a high standard, and I see him using those tools outside of when he's with them.
It's really neat to look back at Madeline and Zach over the years.
They have both just grown up so much through the program and as friends. They've been friends since 8th grade, and here they are graduating together. It's one of those friendships that I know they'll always have that connection. When Zach won Homecoming King this year, she was hugging Zach. And that look on her face, it was just like a love and a pride that you could just tell she just loves my son. She's been so kind and so sweet to Zach, and I'm trying not to get emotional. As the mom of a child with special needs, you're always concerned about whether they're going to be included or whether they're going to fit in and just make it in this big world. When you have someone that becomes a friend like that, I have seen him grow. This has been above and beyond what I could have ever imagined.
Madeline, she is everything to me. She's like a big sister to me, and I appreciate that. She's always by my side, rather if I'm having a good day or a bad day. Me and Madeline will always be buddies.
The last video we have for you is a 60-second PSA about Best Buddies International. The video is a brief overview of Best Buddies and what it stands for.
Okay, here we go. Everybody needs somebody.
A friend. Somebody who knows what makes you laugh.
How you feel about football?
Movies.
Singing.
Life. Somebody who always has your back. A real friend.
A best buddy.
But sometimes it can be hard for people with intellectual and developmental disabilities
To make friends
That's why we started Best Buddies.
and network with more than 70,000 friends
Across America.
around the world.
Best Buddies matches people like me.
like me, with people like me,
Like me.
Like me. To create one-on-one friendships that foster understanding
Break down barriers.
and help us see how.
beautiful, smart, funny, and amazing. We all are, and we can use your help.
Go to bestbuddies.org and see how you can get involved. Because everybody needs a best buddy.
Including me.
Me.
You.
Hi everyone, my name is Corinne Monger. I'm a senior this year and I'm the president of the NASA Best Buddies chapter. I'm here to talk about the Best Buddies Club at our school, to explain our mission, and to discuss the benefits that Best Buddies has to offer not only to individuals with IDD, but to all of you guys and myself as well. I will start by explaining what Best Buddies is and what our mission entails. Best Buddies International is a nonprofit organization dedicated to establishing a global volunteer movement that creates opportunities for one-to-one friendships, integrated employment, and leadership development for people with intellectual and developmental disabilities, otherwise known as IDD. Through Best Buddies, students use their matured social skills to develop friendships with their peers, whether they have a disability or not, and learn effective forms of communication to interact appropriately with students that have IDD. Within the club itself, there are 3 different kinds of members. The first is what we call an associate buddy, where students show up to chapter meetings once a week and they interact with everybody equally. The second is the buddy, which is a student that has IDD, followed by peer buddies. A peer buddy is a member that is matched one-to-one with a buddy and takes on the responsibility of maintaining a strong friendship and connection with their match. Friendship matches require the peer buddy to communicate with the match outside of school via phone calls, letters, or just hanging out. I have been a peer buddy since my freshman year, and it brings so much joy and love into my life. I was matched with Stina for 3 years, and this year Matt is my buddy, who some of you may know as the varsity basketball manager. I truly believe that a productive and involved Best Buddies chapter is essential for students of all ages and all cognitive abilities in developing strong social skills. As president of the club, I've had amazing opportunities to further my involvement and develop more valuable leadership skills. This past July, Ben, Elsa, and I traveled to Indiana University, where the 4-day-long Best Buddies International Leadership Conference was held. At Leadership, we had the opportunity to meet and speak with some of the most influential Best Buddies figures, as well as the presidents and vice presidents of other chapters across the country and even the world. We heard speeches from a variety of global ambassadors with IDD, including the wonderful Lauren Potter, who some of you may recognize from the hit TV series Glee. As some of you may also know, Lauren has Down syndrome. We also had a night of fun where a fair was set up outside and we had a dance with a photo booth and a DJ. Leadership was one of the most incredible experiences of my life, and I met so many friends that I'm still in contact with today. On a more personal level, Best Buddies is extremely important to me and near and dear to my heart, as my older and only brother Josh has Down syndrome. Growing up with Josh allowed me to develop sympathy, patience, and understanding at a very young age. In short, Josh has helped me grow as a person, and I would not be who I am today without him in my life. For his entire high school career, he looked forward to Best Buddies every Wednesday. When people asked him questions like, "What do you do in school?" his answer was always the same: Best Buddies. I have witnessed firsthand the happiness and excitement that the club brings to the lives of its members, and it makes my heart so happy to know that I am now part of that excitement. The club truly changed my perspective of life and my career goals overall. Next year, I will be attending the University of Alabama, home to an incredibly large and involved Best Buddies college chapter. There, I will continue my involvement in the organization and hopefully bring positive ideas and contributions due to my experiences in high school. Before Best Buddies, I never thought that teaching or special education was the right career choice for me. Despite growing up with Josh, I did not believe I had the capabilities to pursue such a universally important career. Now I plan to study and earn my degree in special education. Without Best Buddies and the people involved in it, I would have never discovered that special education is my calling. Best Buddies has changed my life for the better, and I honestly believe that it can change yours as well. And 2 more things that I didn't write about, but I just wanted to address. One, if you want to be a part of Best Buddies and you play sports or have other commitments after school, we don't expect you to attend every single chapter meeting. Obviously, we want everybody to come to as many as they can, but we understand if you have prior commitments and you can still be a part if you can't come to everyone. And I also want to talk a little bit about something called Spread the Word to End the Word, which kind of goes hand in hand with Best Buddies. And Spread the Word to End the Word is an international campaign designed to eliminate the use of the R word, the word retarded. And Spread the Word to End the Word is extremely important to us because our entire mission is dedicated to creating a loving and welcoming environment for people with IDD. And I just want to encourage everybody to think before you speak and spread the word to end the word. And now I'm going to pass it over to Tiffany.
Hi everyone, my name is Tiffany Bailey and I am a senior here at Dawson. And I am the buddy director for the Best Buddies in the Best Buddies Club. As the buddy director, I help the leadership team by taking attendance at every meeting, planning activities for the club, and helping match one-on-one friendships between members. The reason I became buddy director is because I wanted to help people in my school and my community. I was so excited when I got the position because I had wanted to be on the leadership team since I joined Best Buddies. Best Buddies is important to me because I feel like everyone should have an equal opportunity for growing as an individual with support from their peers. As someone with a disability, because I have experience with bullying and stuff, Best Buddies has helped me make connections with my peers and develop friendships with other students. Next year I plan to attend Cape Cod Community College, and I have already started the application process. I hope to stay involved when I am in college, or involved with Best Buddies when I am in college, since it is important to me. I love Best Buddies because whether or not you have a disability, everybody is welcome. Thank you for your time today, and I hope to see you soon at Best Buddies.